Good morning and welcome to my studio and my workplace and my white. I cannot begin to understand or explain what happened to me about white. It is constantly in my head. I love it. I want to do it. So, now that I have finished Lady Eleanor's journal, my design team project, I'm going to take some time and sniggle it in between the fall journal and Christmas and so forth, just because I have to. This is medicine for me. I have no idea why, and I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth because I love it. Now, this was the root of all evil. I cannot even start to say how happy this makes me just to look at it and look at it again. And white. Now, when I say white, I don't mean, of course, pure white. Absolutely not. There are places that make the white look whiter. In other words, this lovely piece of coffee dyed paper worked there, did the job. This color, absolutely. This color, this played off beautifully against white. Well, let's go from here. This is my my starting point. And I have been collecting these goodies. I bought this pair of leather gloves. And last week I was trolling around in one of my little tiny bins, and I found this. I don't know where it came from, but it's white with a little tiny touch of metallic, silver metallic. Oh, immediately everything stopped. I stood up and dropped this in, and that's what's been happening while I've been working on Halloween and design team and so forth. I had these little pieces, this little piece left over. And I thought, oh, my white journal. Are you starting to see what's going on in my head? I finally got one of these large windowed envelopes in the mail. This went in. Anything here towards the front was just dropped in. I found this in one of my boxes, and oh yes, that went in. So here you can see the path that I'm on. I have been getting some things out that I thought might work, that I want to play on. I have this because I think I cut it incorrectly. I did. And there's one that is not cut incorrectly. Yes, there's another one that I goofed up. And this envelope, I'm thinking this was an envelope or part of one in the mail. I'm thinking embossing for that. And some more, because I remember these two envelopes came, one for my husband and one for myself. And this, this came in Happy Mail. In it went a start of a collection of whiteness. And oh boy, I can't wait to do those marbleized envelopes. Some white glassine bag. Some larger pieces. I found this that I've been hoarding. No longer. I found these two beautiful bags. I do not have the slightest idea where they came from, but boy, are they going to be used. I've been hoarding, and I guess it was all for this these projects. I just this was it was last summer in July in the trove that I got at an estate sale, and the embossing and the pretty. These were on sale in in the dollar section at Target. And, oh yes, there they go. Now these were leftover paint when I was doing my, I was dyeing lace with Distress inks and oxides, and so I put some on here, on these bags, and here it is, my Angelipta wall paper border. It is, to me, these are my jewels, and I know that you will understand, or else you'll probably push the I'm out of here button, and that's a good thing. Here we go for this one, and I use the clothespins because they don't dent and make a mess, and I learned that from Mrs. Cog. I treated myself to this, last month. It was way, way, way on sale. And isn't all of this beautiful for white? White anything. What have we here? Oh, artist trading cards and bits and bobs of things. I thought contrast. When you want to make white show, you put it next to dark, so I got some of this out. And this is called just a bag that says shiny white paper. And, all right, this was in my, stash with black bits for collage, including these that I bought when I first started 5 years ago to think about mixed media and journaling. And to be honest, I haven't the slightest idea why I bought these. I probably didn't know what I was picking, or I just clicked on the wrong item, but aren't they there waiting for me now? So, this is so going to be the center of this new universe. Is that not just, well, if you're crazy for this like I am, that's heaven. Little bits of black left, bits of paper, probably might not use them, but here they are, nonetheless. It almost looks like leather. It's paper, but it's not really. This goes in here. I've had this, a rice paper, for a while. This came in the trove from the estate sale. What else did I put in here? Oh, I've been hoarding these beautiful shiny pale gray papers, some colored book pages. Of course, some medieval mirage, but some of these are on, I did two of them on vellum. I wanted to experiment, and yay, they worked in my printer. So, here, a piece of Rachel, who is Roxy Creations, some of her lace digis, perfect for this job. What else do we have down here now? Oh, more. Some doilies, some bits and bobs of paper. Oh, and this that I bought for a project, or a white journal that I made. I didn't use it. Well, I certainly will be now, won't I? And what else is here? This is so nice having this so-called big workspace, and I don't understand how this is happening because it's the same size that it was before. Oh, okay. More Carol hoards. I don't know where this came from or why I have it, and I have two of them. But when I saw this, I loved it so much because I love, well, it went in the bottom of a white drawer, and here it is, ready to go. What else is here? Some AC Moore vellum. Another piece of this. Maybe there's two there too also. Oh no, okay. Oh, double-sided. And this, but my. So, this is going to be an ongoing enjoyment, and I hope that you will share the journey with me. I'm going to be doing this through the end of this year and all through next or into next. And then finally, when I have enough ephemera or things to make me happy, I'm going to think about a journal, a large one. And I'm already, I think I've already found the cover, and that's tucked away. So, let me get these papers under here, good. And today, well, actually, this morning, you know when you lie in bed before getting up and the ceiling is a blank space for working in your head, I remembered this book, and I remembered that the pages are, you know, white and beautiful writing, and my favorite things in the world, watercolors, paintings of watercolors, etc., etc., etc. And aren't these going to be just featured in a white journal? Not one little part of this isn't absolutely lovely. This bit would provide a background, and I think I'm going to do that today just to get to playing. There's plenty of script there, and could take that bit. Yes, in fact, I'm going to do it. Let's start. Let's get a start going here. And I'm going to keep that because that would be a beautiful page, wouldn't it? Ah, well. You can see where this puts me. I think I'm going to use this because I like this. Not so happy with that, but that would give me two bits. And this lovely, yes. Out we go. Out we go. And so, that's fodder for my ephemera. And then, while I was up on top of my shelves today, looking for this, I ran across this stone paper that I purchased and used and loved, and then stopped using because something else came up. Maybe I was making a journal, whatever. And this is so wonderful. If you don't know about stone paper, I got this on Amazon. It's Terraskin paper, alternative stone sketch pad, 30 pages. You can oil paint, acrylic, charcoal, pen, pencil, silver point, watercolor, paper cutouts. It's water resistant, tear resistant, acid free, no fiber, accurate cutting, crisp embossing, made in Canada. Alfresco creativity, 100% waterproof by removing the front and back covers. That's this, and it is the truth. This is not anything you want to think you're going to tear by hand. But it's probably terrible, and I'm going to do an experiment. Yes, sure I am. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut it. Yes, I am. Okay. There you are. There you are. Let's give this a try. I don't think. It's the truth. I don't think there's. Oh yes, it can be torn. You have to work at it, and then it gets a very interesting, tear on it. Let me show that to you. It's not jagged the way pulp and cotton rag would be. Okay, it did tear, but not easily. Let's do another check. Let's just do another check. I'm going to do it the easy way. Yes, I am. So, yes, it is possible to tear it. Okay, that I'm going to leave here, and this, and this, and I'm going to tuck this in here. No, I'm not, because I'm going to be wanting to get into these things. Let's see now where I can begin. Let's see what we can do here. Right, this is the side that I would cover. Okay, and this is the side I would want. Okay, that's the side I would want, so I like that deckled effect on the edge. Yes, I do. So, let me take this bit off the top. And I'll take those few words off there. I need to practice ripping on shorter bits. I don't always have the greatest, because I haven't done that much of it. There. So, there's a start. And here's another one. Here. I'm going to rip. I'm going to tear one by hand because I want to see the effect. So we have this and this. Little building tucked into this watercolor. Oh yes, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, let's Doesn't that lend itself? Okay. And I just have to keep that, don't I? The man could do miniature watercolors so beautifully. Let's take off a little bit at the bottom here. Alrighty, there we are for today's. There we go with today's start. Now, I believe next to me in my handy neutrals bin, I keep all of that, but I think I'm going to put this over there for the time being. I'm going to put this underneath. And this on top. And now it's time to, see, I wouldn't do anything with that. That's too pretty. That would stay right where it is. And this is lovely, and that's lovely. This would need some covering, and that needs covering. Okay. Let's see about that. Oh, I guess it's a matter of getting the feel. It's on the, yep, it's on the start. And then realizing that you're going to get that, a little bit of that puckering, which we're just going to declare to be just wonderful puckering. Take care of that one. And how about right there? Now, I'm going to step to the side of the table here and get the bins. Okay, the official bin piles. Roxy Creations. Lovely labels, definitely. I want you to be able to see as much of this as possible. Okay. And small birdies. Going to set that aside. This is colors. Neutrals, but neutrals that have some white tucked in here. Okay, I'm going to put these down on the bottom because they were a little too strong. Make me forget that there's white in there, and that's not good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this one handy. Bits and bobs. Oh, I've taken those aside for the thing that I'm doing here, but different books. So this one has to stay handy because there are always pretties in there. You're out of the ballpark. You have larger bits. Those are ragtag bits. These are larger ones. Okay. Nope. These are bigger ones. I'm going to put that under here. Larger birdies. Okay. Too big. Anything? Oh, that's a piece of my, one of my digis. Let's keep that handy. Okay. Girls. Oh my. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, wowzers. Treasures. More treasures. Oh, more treasures. That qualifies as the sound of happy. I'm going to put this on the bottom so that I don't forget the treasures. Anything else? Envelopes, I have them out. Okay. So, this group is out of the way. This can get back a little bit, over a little bit. You can still see. I've always wanted, it was always my dream that you could see more of the process by seeing the goodies that I have to choose from. I just thought it might be. Let me move this out of the way. And, well, now that doesn't leave me a bad space for working. I'm sorry about this. This is truly, truly a craft with me. Now I need, of course, I need wax paper. And a cleanup sheet. Okay. Wax paper and a cleanup sheet. And we're off. Here we go. I want to get the, oops, glue book. Cannot manage without a glue book. Now, all right. How do I want to get that down? I'm going to try Yoo-hoo. See how Yoo-hoo does on stone paper. Come back to that in a moment. Let's see if it's still there. It's still stuck down. Yes, they're the same. I think there's a minuscule difference in front and back on these, in this paper. I have no idea. I might look up stone paper on YouTube and working with it and so forth. I know that I have used watercolor on it, and it's just lovely. So they were telling the truth. so we know that's a good thing. Paper scraps. Put that under here. Paper scraps. Let's go. Let's just see. How about the smallest little bit there? And this copy is the very, very palest rose mauve, so I'm going to have that there. Absolutely, and I'm choosing this color because of the natural color in the basket up here. And certainly I'm not overthinking. It's been a month that I've been waiting to play here, and here I am. Here I am. What else have we got? Oh, there's piles of stuff down here. I can see the projects I worked on just by plowing through this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And then there's Best Buddy. I must take a day to build up some clusters and try to get through the buddy and some of this box, because this is so waiting to be turned into clusters. There's a little blue right there. Have that right there. And what else? What else? What else? Ooh. Or not now. Or not. Oh, I love that. That's part of that. Oh. Oh, my. I'm going to have that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Isn't she lovely? Do not remember what this came from. No, I don't. No. Okay. Here. think that one, the background on that one is set. I think this is a bit of medieval mirage. Oh yes, there's some medieval mirage happening in here now. Or here. Or here. Maybe. Maybe. That might be quite pretty there. Not too much. Not too terribly much for white in here. What? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's got script on it. And I'm losing some of the white, so I have to add white, not cover color with color. Add white, Carol. Add white. Add white. It crinkles. I don't know whether I'm twisting, where I twist the paper, and then there's my fingernails involved there too. But that can be solved. Adding white. Better. This one has the little smidge of the neutral there, so that might be okay. Something here. Okay. Something. How about a little birdie? Oh, wee birdie. Or two. Sometimes there's nothing to equal a birdie. Okay. And a label. Oh yes. And that's printed on white. A little too big. Little too big. I think that one's going to not happen. All right, now where is there it is. Let's see what we can do here. I know there has to be some white ready to go. Oh, little white cheesecloth maybe? On the side there maybe? Maybe. Oh, how nice is that? Softening, yes, softening. Here, and we don't lose the white concept there. We added white here. And birdies, he's got some softening. Yes. Tan. Too tan. Okay, what's here? Is this a discovery or is that a discovery? I think so. Alrighty. Now, the last thing on this earth that you need to do is watch me glue. So, I'm going to glue and get back, and then we'll have a look and decide about these edges, and then move on. Since I'm having a groundbreaking white play today, I have wanted to do one of these envelopes. These are from Hobby Lobby, and so right in a white journal. I'm wondering how much, if you put this, which I love, on the front, and don't do too much more of that, then on the back, it does not overwhelm. So what I want to do then is try this Hickory Smoke Distress ink on here. Let me try this little one. Let me try this little one on here. Excuse me. Now, this is going to take a while to dry, and that's a good thing. If I keep it in the area that is on in the front, let's just take the plunge. Let's take the plunge and give it a try. Let's see if we get anything that we like here. I want it just a little bit darker. Let's see. Okay, if I go with black soot, it will of course be darker. So, let's find out. I think so. Yes, I think so. Now I'm really going to have to press on this because there are 3 levels of paper and I want it to be right here. Fingers crossed. Oh yes. Oh yes. Now how about a little leafing here? I'll use the larger one. And I'm going to do this way. Because of the levels of paper. Yes. All right. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Alrighty, Carol. And right here. And fingers again. Oh yes. So let's not overdo, and that's going to take a while to dry. So I'll be back shortly. Well, this has dried enough, and I've discovered that if I touch this at the very end, if I touch this with a tissue, I can see any little bits that might be left. So I'm going to just give that time to breathe. And I found this stamp, this stamp, and let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get there. Yeah. As light as I would like it to be, actually. Good. Now, okay. Very nice. Less is more. And one more. more. Is going to go? Yes, it is. I think. Yes, it is. Right here. Ah. And right there. And let's make sure that it's parallel to the top. Sorry about seeing my head. Make sure it's parallel to the top of the... Hello. I've seen some that look like they were run through the machine backwards. Alrighty. I think that is that. So those can go in here. This one back here, and I use these all the time, and I certainly have had them a while, and I'm sorry, but I can't tell you because I'm not a great girl for keeping packaging. Okay, now you're finished. You're finished. Let's make sure that I stay away from that, because it is definitely juicy. Yeah. Right in this area where the stamp, most of the stamp is. So I'm going to use this one. This. Where are you? Right here. And then this right there. That should hold this down nicely. Let me fix this. That's a little too straight. OCD rising like cream. And this was just waiting in this basket. Now, I'm going to leave this alone because I wish you could, let's see if I can get closer. Maybe you can see what I was trying to do, which I'm sure you know what I was thinking, is to not have too much right here. Not too bad. Well, I hope I haven't completely messed up that stamp. No, I haven't. Okay. Well, let's see what we have accomplished today. I'm going to leave all my toys here because later this afternoon I'm going to be back playing some more. Now that I have had refreshed in my mind what fun this is, to have all my little toys around me. And my absolute new favorite thing, so today we got a marbled vellum envelope that might or might not have more added to it. I'm not sure, but it certainly is a start. And then we have these bits for our white journal. And I'm going to assume that you're with me on this craziness, because I don't know what it is. And it doesn't seem to go away, which is a little bit worrisome, but fun. Okay, and nice journaling spot there. This is liable to get some more journaling area. And this little one, journaling area in there. I just can't cover that up. Cannot do it. Too pretty. And this one has some journaling area back there. And I found this word on one of the stamps, so it got added, and I was able to keep the lovely little watercolored building out of it. And so, if you have enjoyed my play in white today, I would appreciate your giving me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, please, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Bye for now. We'll be back with some more white, guaranteed.